let's get into this. You saw what I saw, what the world saw. We saw everything because, yes, Bianca, Mr. Kanye West's wife, turned up on the red carpet naked. Yes, people want to talk about there was a mesh thing covering her, but it was see-through, brethren. We could see through it. We could see through her soul.
Hey beautiful people, how you are doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome to my channel. How you are doing? Hope you guys are doing great. So yes, we just posted the Beyonce Grammy video, but now we want to talk about Kanye West and his wife. If you didn't watch the Grammy, then probably you must have seen it on the news if you're on the internet. So Kanye West and his wife Bianca showed up on the Grammy red carpet with Bianca literally wearing a black coat, and when she took off the black coat, she has a mesh dress that literally just shows her entire body, literally 100% naked. And this has really struck an entire conversation of Kanye, Bianca, because we all have seen over time how these two move and how they show up on red carpet and how they are being photographed. And this has struck an entire conversation if this is them pushing the boundary too much, because we all know Kanye West wants the shock value and all that. But is this really shock value, or this is just disgusting, distasteful? Because why is a man allowing his wife to show up on the red carpet without wearing nothing and being photographed with her? Like, why are you doing that? And this has really struck an entire conversation for people, and people have different take on why this is. Some people think that Bianca is being pushed and being manipulated or being controlled to do this, while some people think Bianca is just doing it for the attention and the money and all that. So let me know what you think down in the comment section. Do you think Bianca is doing it for the money? Do you think Bianca needs help? Do you think Bianca is doing it for the attention? Let me know your own take down in the comment section. So let's go check out people's response, couple of people's response to Kanye West and his wife showing up at the Grammy red carpet wearing literally nothing. Let's go check it out and then we'll come back and talk more.
One of my takes on the whole Kanye West Bianca situation is, aside from having no respect for his wife, I think a lot of what he does is to spite Kim. Not only does this woman look so similar to Kim, but if you watch some of the old Kardashian episodes, Kanye would be so protective over what Kim could wear. He'd be like, I don't want you wearing that in public. You're not wearing that. And the things that this woman Bianca wears, he would never in a million years let Kim wear. And I think it's to spite her.
Mind you, I'm still trying to figure out why Kanye West's wife decided to show up on the red carpet. Like, I would say what happened to the original plot of the movie, but this is right on brand for them. It is. Like, I experienced so much secondhand embarrassment from this, especially when she did her reveal by taking off the long black coat, and instead of there being a big, like, gasp or a round of applause or a bunch of people yelling, nope. The cameras, they just took pictures, you know, the same pictures they would have took if she would have showed up with some clothes on. And I love how Kanye always gives us nothing. Like, he's just always standing there awkwardly looking like her bodyguard. Oh my goodness, you can tell she's trying so hard to channel Kim Kardashian, and it is not working. Everyone keeps saying blink Bianca if you need help, but honestly, I feel like the both of them get excited when they do crap like this, like on some exhibitionist shit. I really hope no children were around whenever they were taking these pictures on the red carpet, because they didn't ask to be exposed to all of that. FYI, despite reports, Kanye West and his wife were not kicked out of the Grammys because they were not invited. Kanye West was invited because he was nominated for an award. But I feel like all he cared about was causing a scene with his wife, taking them naked photos, because after they had their photo shoot, they left. It wasn't because anybody made them, though. Nobody called the police.
So I have strategically placed my body over this white woman's body. I'm sure this is not the first time she's had a black man on her body. However, you can just imagine what you will see if I was to move. You can see everything from the root to the toot. I'm talking nips. I'm talking coochie lips. I'm talking everything. This absolutely has to be some form of a affiliation king. This is on the red carpet of the Grammys. Where's your respect? Where's your morals? Where's your values as a woman? I'm gonna put on a pasty? You couldn't put on no Yeezy pasties or something? It's the fact that I know that man, that deranged man, was behind this. I know for a fact that he was the one that told her that this was going to be iconic. People are naked. Like, this is indeed from the mind of a maniac. And I just would like to say, Kimberly, I'm not really right now, but this picture, take this to the judge immediately, full custody, because their stepmom is on the red carpet naked and their dad is allowing it. That don't get you full custody. I don't know what the
Kanye West's wife is literally an accessory for this man. Like, pretty much every woman he be dealing with be an accessory for him. But this one is different. This one is different. When I seen them on the red carpet at the Grammys and I seen her with that big fur coat on, I'm like, something ain't right. Something ain't right, because she don't have on no clothes. She don't never wear no clothes. And when she dropped said coat and she was naked underneath with the little mesh dress on, I was like, okay. That's the Kanye wife that I know. I don't even know what that woman's name is. Bianca. But that's the Kanye wife that I know. The naked one, right? I knew something wasn't right when she had that coat on. I knew something wasn't right. Like, I'm interested to see what's going to happen with her and Kanye as years go on. Because I got a feeling that at some point when she get tired of being his accessory, she's going to come forward with her tears, her white woman tears, and she going to tell us just how horrible it was with him manipulating her and treating her like an object and having her do things against her will that she really didn't want to do. Like, I can feel it in my spirit that that's what we're going to get in a couple years from her.
Why is she always naked? At this point, I am genuinely concerned for Bianca Censori. Like, I know that she's a smart person. Somebody broke down that she comes from, like, a good family, and she is very educated and very smart. She obviously has an end game. What is it, though? Because this is, like, the furthest I've seen it pushed. I know he just started to follow only Taylor Swift, which is such an interesting, like, type of comeback revenge arc. But I'm mostly concerned why he has to bring her to events in no clothing, like the least amount of clothing possible, where it starts to become indecent exposure. And, like, I don't consider myself a prude. Did I grow up in a Catholic school? Yes, but it was in Canada, so you didn't have to pay for it. So it was convenient. It wasn't serious. It wasn't paid. Okay, and that's one thing when I went to school in America, I learned there's a difference there. That's different. I don't think I'm that much of a prude, but I just think this is not, more than not necessary. I think it's absurd, and I think, is he trying to just, like, shame her, embarrass her, like, Cersei style, shame, everywhere they go forever? And we have to endure this for why? I just think it's so silly and sad. He has children who were girls. What are they gonna think about this? Like, that's scary to me, actually, because if I was, like, a preteen girl right now, and my father's girlfriend, I knew that my father was styling to be completely naked, I don't like any of that. I don't like it.
Woke Hollywood has officially gone too far. Kanye West showed up at the Grammys tonight with his wife, Bianca Censori, in her birthday suit. This is what's going on in Hollywood. The grown men, they show up in dresses pretending to be women, and the women show up in nothing. Now, I don't know if this is some humiliation ritual, but let me just tell you, this made me gayer than I already am. This is trashy, it's not classy, it's desperate. Nobody needs to see your coochie out on the red carpet. I had to put big black bars on this photo to even show it to you. Kim Kardashian, when she saw these black bars, she tried to swallow them. I really do think it's ironic her name is Bianca Censori, because we really had to censori this photo. And what type of role models do Northwest and Psalm West have to look up to? Kanye West, he has young children. Several of them are girls. They don't have a great role model in Kim Kardashian, because we all know how she got famous. Now, stepmom isn't a great role model either. They're teaching these young girls that you can just use your body to get attention when you aren't getting enough. This look is absolutely terrible. She looks like she's being auctioned off in the Liam Neeson movie Taken. Blink twice if you need help, Bianca. Kanye West is supposed to be some fashion genius, but every time he leaves the house with his wife, Bianca Censori, they look like clowns. She looks like one of the condoms we were about to send to Gaza before Trump stopped it. This look is terrible. The only woman I can think of who might think this is okay is Lauren Sanchez. Maybe at the next inauguration, she can wear this. She was halfway there last time. And I know we have a drug problem in this country. We've had criminals pouring over the border, but when she turned around, I guess crack is back. Now, several people have pointed out online tonight that this is technically indecent exposure. You could get a felony charge, you could go to jail, you could go to prison if you do this time and time again. There are children and young people at the Grammys, and you are full on naked on the red carpet. In fact, that's the only carpet in sight. The one thing I will say about Kanye West, at least he's consistent. His last wife, Kim Kardashian, we all discovered her laying on her back on a tape with Ray J. Now his new wife, she doesn't seem all that different. As I've said the last few years, more and more people are going to stop caring about the Grammys and all of these folks in Hollywood. We saw what happened with P. Diddy. He was praised in Hollywood and Tinseltown, and then we found out he was having freak-off parties and allegedly trafficking women. Even someone like Harvey Weinstein, he was very good friends with Oprah. There are pictures of them hugging and kissing on each other. And then Oprah's friend Ellen, she was all about kindness and be kind. And then we find out she's running the Stanford prison experiments backstage at her show and treating people like dirt. Less and less Americans, especially young people, are going to be looking to Hollywood as some type of moral compass whatsoever. We want common sense in this country. That's why Donald Trump won in a landslide. People are rejecting this woke, liberal BS garbage, showing up naked. You have no class. The last thing I'll say is this. You guys know I'm not some puritanical person. It's come one, come all to the Halloween ball. But if you're going to come to the Halloween ball, you have to at least have some type of garment on your body. Going out naked in broad daylight, desperate for attention. What does this show young girls, especially Kanye's children? All right, my friends, thanks for liking and following. Drop a comment. Tell me how you feel about Hollywood. How do you feel about Kanye West and Bianca Censori showing up to the Grammys like this? I will see you on the next one. Bye.
The lesson you need to take from Kanye showing up with his wife naked at the Grammys is that you as a woman are always the prize. This is another example of how men seek identity through women. This isn't just any old body. He's a billionaire. He's always on the short list for best rapper, which I don't agree with, but whatever. But his whole identity is tied to women. You may recall, originally he was fangirling over Beyonce, to the extent at the award show he took the microphone from Taylor Swift, said Beyonce should have won that award because she had one of the best music videos of all time, only to turn around after being snubbed by Beyonce and say, oh, she didn't get her MTV Music Video Awards honestly. It's not just the fact that he lost to her. It's the fact that she continually didn't acknowledge him. He wanted to put himself on par with her. He wanted to be in this close, tight-knit community. And everyone knows he was trying to make Kim K into a knockoff version of Beyonce, which was hilariously parodied in the Hobbit episode of South Park. Still super, super funny. Still love his speech about how Kim K used the power of Photoshop to try to become like Beyonce. They also lampooned the Bound 2 video, remember, where Kim K is completely nude, riding a motorcycle with Kanye. When they were together, it was constant shock value. He was always doing something with her publicly, like this music video, the nude photo shoot, anything outrageous to try and be an iconoclast. And he was the more famous one. But his whole brand, his whole identity became wrapped up in Kim. And now that they've fallen out, he's got knockoff Kim here, still doing those same nude stunts, you know, that talentless hacks do. But I thought this headline was very interesting. Kanye West steals Beyonce's thunder. They tell me Kanye wasn't even invited to the Grammys this year, probably because of his very troublesome behavior. Now, they tell me the Hollywood insiders know in advance who's going to win what. I don't know if that's true or not, but Beyonce was definitely on the short list for a lot of things. And yes, I do agree that he's still nursing that grudge that's 10, 15 years old. He still wants to sit with the cool kids. He's still mad she's not giving him that acknowledgement. So he definitely did try to interrupt her moment. So that retrospective I gave you takes you to the past, 2 decades. If a man who is famous in his own right, wealthy in his own right, well-respected in his field, whether or not we think he should be, does all of this, gets all of his power and identity through women, what do you think ordinary men do? They're going to try to siphon your greatness, okay? They're going to try to stand in your light to make themselves shine. So don't let them get away with it. Stop letting men use you. Like Bianca has made a fool of herself. The headline has Kanye West, Beyonce, and what is she? Wife. Granted, most people don't know her name. Just, they call her Kim knockoff, Kim 2.0, Kanye's wife, whatever. But I think because she's not that known, a lot of people don't understand the import of these kinds of situations. They think, oh, well, he just would be with anybody. He'd be with anybody who bore resemblance to Kim. He just wants somebody he can mold. And on one level, it is true. He does want somebody he has that complete kind of control over. but he's grasping for control because he knows he's totally dependent. He needs a woman to build his identity around, as do most ex-wives, okay? Although I think this was the silliest thing this woman could have done. At the end of the day, she's getting paid. Stop letting men hang out in your world and use you for free, because they are using your magic to build themselves up. Get it together. That's it. Like and follow for more.
Let's get into this. You saw what I saw, what the world saw. We saw everything because, yes, Bianca, Mr. Kanye West's wife, turned up on the red carpet naked. Yes, people want to talk about there was a mesh thing covering her, but it was see-through, brethren. We could see through it. We could see through her soul that something is going on that made you feel it was okay to turn up on the red carpet naked. My question is, I know there is fashion and creativity and art, but where is the line drawn? Where is the boundaries? Like, am I painting you? Is that why you're out here naked? Because that's the only time I'm supposed to see someone naked in public, is if I'm painting you. Because right about now, everything is out the window. I mean, 2025 was supposed to be the year of striving, but instead it's the year of being naked. The problem is, now it's circulating. People are saying things like, Bianca, blink 2 times if you're okay. Because if your husband is saying it's okay for you to come out like this, then boy, I don't know. Bianca turned up to the red carpet like a virgin mojito. Do you understand what I'm saying? Nothing in there, naked. Bianca turned up like she was an organic fruit bar. Nothing in there, naked. Bianca turned up there like a skinny latte. No calories in it at all. Completely naked. I know some people might say, oh, she's her own woman and maybe she made her own choice, and that's fine. And yes, she's a beautiful woman and all of that, but does that warrant for us to see the whole of your things? No. As for the little children, the little girl picking them that's out there watching is thinking, oh, it's all right for you to do that. Miss said no. No, Auntie Judy said no. And Kanye might be like, I don't want no one to talk about my wife. Well, I mean, they're gonna talk, okay? Because she turned up on the red carpet naked. And I know red carpet is all about doing something so extravagant that, you're just in all the headlines. How are you gonna beat this next year, Bianca? Bianca, how are you going to beat this? I mean, the conversation between them, the designer, whoever else, the PR people that said, hey, why don't you turn up on a red carpet naked? That's when your partner is supposed to say, hold on, Nate? What we have seen demonstrated in this last 24 hours is that none of them in this relationship know when they've gone too far. Yeah, I said what I said.
Please go ahead and share your thoughts. I really love to know your own take about this conversation down in the comment section. But as always, please keep it respectful. You understand how we're here to have conversation, okay? But this story really stresses me out, and the fact that there are a lot of young children, especially young girls, watching this, and especially the time we live in where people are so desperate to go viral and they will do anything to go viral. This just really scared me, and I feel like this is just crossing the boundary, like literally coming out not wearing anything. That's just crossing the boundary. How I feel like some type of arrest or something should be made, because this is just indecent exposure, literally, because you're making us in your private part without caution, without warning, like just like that. And Cecilia talking about how this is control for Kanye. Everybody know this is control, and come to look at it, Kanye is one of the biggest rapper of all time, like, okay, but still everything about him is always wrapped up around the woman. And sometimes, like, it just make me think, why does he really need those women? Kim, Amber Rose, why does it need all those women? Even Bianca, why does it really need all those women? That's because that is one way he can flex his muscles and control. That is one place, and that's why he always look for women. He can control women, he can tell what to do, and they will gladly do it. And this is why, as women, we always talk about, how to be independent. And I know there are still going to be some women that their men will tell them to jump and they will ask how high. But this is in a very dangerous slide, because does Bianca really want to do what she's doing? And some people will say, yeah, she's a grown woman, she's educated, she has a brain of her own. But the truth is that, is she doing it out of her way, or because she feels like she's getting some type of compensation and all that? For me, this really breaks my heart, and I feel like this is almost like a disrespect ritual it does with her, or does to her, because every time they step out, it's almost like he's shaming her. It's almost like I just feel like it just does not show any form of respect, love, care. Just like he just want to dehumanize her, disgrace her for people to see. And for me, when is enough enough? When do we say, okay, can you like back off, like it's not working, it's like stop it? Because over and over and over again, this woman just keep coming out looking so ridiculous over and over again. And I wonder if she has family and friends. Where are family and friends? And I know men like Kanye, they're going to isolate you and you don't have anybody to talk to and all that. But this really scares me. This really worries me. Where are our people? Why are our own people not holding an intervention, like literally kidnapping her and taking her away from Kanye? Because Kanye just going to just really strip this woman of all her Jews and then let her go eventually. And then she's going to come and give us a book, a story. I feel like something should be done. People in our life need to do something about this. Anyway, guys, I really need to know you guys' take on this. Let me know what you think about this story down in the comment section. Share your thoughts with somebody. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation. Okay, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push out my content for more people to see, and that'll be you supporting this channel and this girl here. So go on and do that. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.